And I'm going to be talking about healthy habits. I have a list of questions that I'm super excited to ask. So I'll ask like different questions based on people's response, but I recommend skipping to the 2 to 3 minute mark, and I'm going to start the live soon once people get in. Hi, welcome to the live. I'm just gonna wait till like the 2 or 3 minute mark to get started and let everybody get into the live. Hello, welcome to the live. I think I'm a little bit like my live count is like a little bit delayed, but welcome. We're just gonna be talking about like I have a list of questions for you guys, and a lot of them are actually like this live is titled like healthy girl talk. But so like, and healthy just like doesn't just mean food and working out. So I have like some questions, and I feel like I want to see what people say, because like these are things that I think about. So you're going into sixth grade. That's exciting. These are things that I personally think about and wonder if others think this too. So I just wanted to jump on live and see how you guys would answer these questions and compare them to how I would answer the questions. I'll start with the first one. I know people usually don't come in until like 2 or 3 minutes, but the first one is, what's something you pretend doesn't bother you? I hate what I tend to do is I act like I'm mad about something else, and then be mad about that. Like I tell people I'm mad about something else and be mad about. Also, is the music in the background too loud? Yeah, I tell people I'm like mad about something else, but I'm actually mad about another thing. But yeah. So what's something you've been pretending doesn't bother you? What's something like on your mind? Hi, welcome to the live. What's something on your mind that like has been bothering you lately that you like pretend doesn't? Or like just like annoying things, like petty things. I hate when people are like petty. I don't like that. Like, don't do that. Oh, also being passive aggressive. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The question is, what's something you've been pretending doesn't bother you? When people don't acknowledge me. Like, what are you talking about? Like in a social setting or something? Okay, so the question is, what's something you've been pretending doesn't bother you? I would say like when people are passive aggressive, but at the same time, I'm a hypocrite because I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like one of my weaknesses is that I'm actually passive aggressive. I think I'm kind of passive aggressive. When my friends talk behind my back, yeah, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Especially when you're younger, is the music too loud in the background? Especially when you're younger and you kind of have to like pretend, and you have to see them at school every day, and you just kind of have to like pretend it's all chill. Yes, a social setting like a bar. Yeah, it's like very rude not to like acknowledge another person. Like, so say for example, you're like with your friends or whatever, and then somebody else walks up, it doesn't really matter who they are, and they're like, hey, like they know one of your friends or whatever, and they don't acknowledge you. That's rude. That is very rude. I don't recall that happening to me recently, but I always make sure that if I'm that person like walking into somebody else's group or whatever, I always like make sure to like acknowledge everybody or like nod at everybody. So yeah, for those of you who are just coming in, what's something you've been pretending doesn't bother you? Are you a therapist? No, I'm not a therapist. I just like, these are questions that I think about a lot. Like, I'm like, do other people think the same things? So I just like jumped on live because I just wanted to ask. I just wanted to ask. Yeah. And then I'll move on to the next one. But the question was, what's something you've been pretending doesn't bother you? Because I know like a lot of things are like always like on your mind, you know, like we live in a super busy society, and yeah, things bother you. It's crazy. It's a very crazy world. Also, I go live every day, so feel free to subscribe if you want to see my face every day. But I'm going to move on to the next question right now. What do you need more of in your life right now? What do you need more of? Do you need more water? Or more food, or more of a certain person, or more, you know what I need more of? I need more. I'm sorry, this is like really boring answer. I need more sleep. I need rest. I need rest. Because technically like a 40-hour work week takes like 50 hours out of your week, including like commute and lunch. And that's not even including getting ready in the morning. And so like my time to sleep and just rest and it's like so limited. And another thing is that I feel like I'm so sleep deprived that I set a goal for myself, and for the next 3 weeks until I take this like exam, I'm going to bed at 10 p.m. Right now it's 8:18. I've cleaned my apartment, I'm all showered, so I'm ready to just like jump in bed by 10 p.m. So that's what I need more sleep. And like I don't want to go to bed at 10 p.m. Like I want to stay up and force myself to stay awake and watch my comfort show and just like, just like enjoy like the little like break you have after work, because after work you just have like just a few hours to chill. So that's my new goal for myself. I'm gonna go to bed at 10 p.m. for the next 3 weeks until I take this freaking exam and it's over. Sleep for recovery. Yeah, because the thing is, like, my dad was actually telling me earlier today, I'm like struggling like mentally with this like exam so much, and he's just like, you just need to rest. Like you probably just need to rest, and your mind is going to remember things so much better when you rest. Like he was telling an example of like like actually a test. He couldn't remember anything like the night before the test, and then the test day came. Like he just put the books away, got some good sleep, and the test day came and he ended up remembering everything. So sleep for recovery, absolutely. More friends to play with. Back rubs. Hi, welcome to the live. I have a YouTube channel since 2003. That's amazing. More friends to play with. Yeah, that's a good one. You reached 18K. Congratulations. Oh, what's the question? What's something you're pretending that doesn't bother? No, that's not the question. What do you need more of in your life right now? That was the question. I said sleep, and I set a plan. I'm gonna go to bed by 10 p.m. and I really don't want to. I want to stay awake and chill. And I like even like be on live, but like no. I'm gonna you guys need to set like, how do you do a live? You just like you would like normally post like a video or a short, just scroll over and the live button is right there. But yeah, so that's how I do. That's my life. Also, like I love creating thumbnails. If you see my page, I redid all of the thumbnails on my page, and they're super cute. But anyways, okay, if you guys are done with that question, what do you think you need more of in your life right now? I'm sorry to give such a boring answer, but the honest answer is sleep. I need more sleep. Okay. If you guys are done with that question, oh, what's an opinion you would have that would get you canceled? That was from the last live. But oh yeah, I said I was gonna pick up with that question. What's an opinion you have that would get you canceled? What's an opinion you have that would get you canceled? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, yeah, that's the question right now. What's an opinion you would have that would get you canceled? And as you guys are answering, I go live every single day. Yeah, so feel free to subscribe. Ooh, these friendship ones are the friendship ones are kind of interesting. Oh, do you think you're a good friend? Why or why not? Do you think, okay. There's like, I have a question. What is your question? And if you guys come up with questions, please feel free to share. I'm probably going to do 30 minutes this live, especially because I have now set a new goal of going to bed at 10 p.m., not 10 a.m. But, so yeah, I'm just asking questions. What's an opinion that would get you canceled? That was the last question, I think, in my last live, and not enough people answered it. I was really curious. What's an opinion that would get you canceled? I feel like those are fun. I don't think I could share my opinion that would get me canceled, but I sure do have a lot of opinions. What's one that could get me canceled? I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't say, but you guys say. I want to know what's an opinion you have that would get you canceled. And the next question. Ooh. Let's see. You're still going strong on YouTube. That's amazing. Did I grow up with both parents? Did you grow up with both parents? What superpower would you want? Sure, the live is suggesting that. What's an opinion that would get you canceled? Are you guys like not trying to get canceled? A superpower that you want? The live just suggested that. But what's an opinion that would get you canceled? Or are you guys like scared to like share your opinion and then get canceled? Because that's not good. Oh, are you comfortable asking people for help? No. I like feel like I do it like I like have to do everything like all like by myself. I'm like no, like I don't know why I feel so weird about asking people for help, even if they're like I don't know. Even if they're like offering or I'm comfortable with them. Hi, welcome to the live. I go live every single day, but I want to know what's your opinion that would get you canceled. I feel like people don't want to share that one because it might actually get them canceled. And so if you guys don't want to get canceled, then the sound's back on. I can come up with, or I can like read the next questions. But welcome to the live. What makes someone a really good friend to you? And do you guys think you're good friends? There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Also, feel free to ask questions that you want to answer as well. I like this one. What's something that's completely normal but you think is weird? What's something completely normal but you think it's weird? What I think is weird is probably what is your favorite color? Probably what I'm wearing right now, or like light blue. What's your favorite color? What's something completely normal but you think is weird? I'm gonna say it again. 40-hour work weeks. I think that's weird. Why are we in an office? Yeah. What else do I think is weird? I think a lot of things are weird, to be honest. Your favorite color is red, fire. Yeah, I think a lot of things are weird. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't like get on the internet and share them though. Yeah. Okay. My next question is, what's something everyone pretends to like? I think everyone pretends to like matcha. Matcha, like, I'm just gonna, like, I know a lot of people say this, but I also agree that it tastes like grass. And also avocado toast. I don't think the texture of avocados and toast actually goes well together, but it looks nice and it looks healthy, especially like on wheat bread. So everyone just like acts like it's, like it's good. So I would say people pretend to like matcha and avocado toast. What else? I would say like really like ugly fashion trends. People just pretend to like them, especially if a celebrity's doing them. And I hate celebrity worship. It's just the celebrity culture in the United States is just so weird. The power to heal. Oh yeah, that's the question I have like right here. I forgot. I put a sticker right there. Who installed your ceiling fan? It looks nice. I actually have no idea. I moved in and the ceiling fan was, I was there, so I didn't have to do anything or pay anybody. Are you 19? No, I am not 19. What's something everyone pretends to like? I don't know. Can I think of anything else that people like pretend to like? Oh, do people actually like going to like, what's that like really famous like thing in Los Angeles? It starts with a C, and like a lot of like social media creators go to it. It starts with a C. It's like it's like a CH, I think. Coachella. That's what it is. Coachella. I feel like people pretend to like Coachella. And the question is, what is something everyone pretends to like? I feel like people pretend to like that. 21? No, I'm not 21. I'll give you a hint. I graduated college in May of 2025. So I'm no longer like a recent college grad. I'm just a college grad. Like you graduated a long time ago. So yeah, whatever. It's fine. My feelings aren't hurt. What's something everybody pretends to like? What did I say so far? Matcha, avocado toast, Coachella. You can't possibly love Coachella. California. You think California, everyone pretends to like California. I'm from California. I just moved from California to Texas 4 months ago, and I loved California. I loved California. I don't think it's overrated or anything. I would love to visit New York. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to go visit New York. But more than just going like to New York, like in the United States, I so badly want to go to Switzerland, Sweden, Belgium. Belgium because of the chocolate. I can't imagine the chocolate in Belgium actually being better than the See's candy here, but I have to go to Belgium. Of course, like all like the, the ones everybody goes to, like Paris, Italy, Spain. I really want to go to Spain. What's your sign? We were doing zodiac signs on the other live. My sign is a Scorpio, and I was looking up like the characteristics of a Scorpio, and I fit absolutely none of them. So yeah, I don't know. But okay, what's something everybody pretends to like? I feel like this is a really good one, but I'm not coming up with I can't come up with answers other than matcha, avocado toast, and Coachella. People can't possibly like Coachella and sitting in that hot sun and Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Just Los Angeles. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Los Angeles, but it takes you about like 2 hours to get like 5 miles down the road. And people just they make up their own rules. They in Los Angeles, they make up their rules. They're gonna merge whether you're there or not. So I think everyone pretends to like Los Angeles. It's dirty, it's polluted, it's overcrowded. The traffic is absolutely insane. And it's I don't know. I feel like that took over. I like other areas of California so much more than I like Los Angeles. Can you go live more often? I go live every single day. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I have a full-time job, and I'm studying, and I'm actually preparing for a track meet. I never thought I would set foot on a track again. So yeah, I go live every day. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't go live any more than once a day, and I go live twice a day on the weekends. So if you were Superman, what would you do? What do you mean, what would I do? What would I use my power for? What kind of powers does Superman have? Hi, welcome to the live, everybody. It costs a disturbing amount. Yes, disturbing amount of money to live in Los Angeles. Oh my God, that's why I'm saying everybody pretends to like Los Angeles. Again, I like LA. Again, I'm from California, but I like LA and I don't like LA. I don't people can't possibly enjoy paying $4,500 for rent for a apartment, a 1-bed, 1-bath apartment that's half decent. But again, I love California. Indestructible and flight plus laser. Would you be a hero or a villain? Oh. If I were Superman, I guess I would want to be the hero. I feel like everybody wants to be the hero in their lives, we all imagine ourselves saving somebody or saving something or just becoming really great at something. So I would definitely say, I'd like to be the hero. And I don't know about superpowers. I'm not I guess I would say the superpower to fly, but I'm kind of afraid of heights, so I don't know about that one. I don't know what other superpowers Superman has. I'm not super into that. I got a brand new everything here for $2,000 a month in Los Angeles. Where in Los Angeles do you live? I moved to Texas and I pay definitely a fraction of what I would be paying in California. So yeah, I feel like people pretend to like LA and people don't, because it's either you're wealthy or you're poor in Los Angeles. So unless you've lived there for a really long time, in that case, you're in Atlanta. I just moved to Compton. What a wonderful area. Stop lying. You know damn well Compton isn't a good area. I'm in Atlanta. I don't think I would ever go to Atlanta. What is Atlanta like? Not to be in your business, but what did you major in? No, that's a good question. I went to UC Berkeley and I majored in American Studies, and now I'm currently pursuing the legal field. I work at a law firm and I just do administrative work. What's the orange thing on my couch? Good question. That is my very lovely Squishmallow. I love my Squishmallow very much. Yeah, and I have another one like in my room. So yeah, my Squishmallow will always be my day one. Like he always has my back. Like, you know, people switch up. My Squishmallow always has my back, right? Or no, okay. Um, anyways, shall I move on to the next question and stop talking about my Squishmallow? Hi, everybody who's joining the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I go live every single day, so feel free to subscribe if you want to see my face again, or every day. What's a completely normal thing that you think is weird? A completely normal thing that you think is weird? I feel like that's like along the same lines. Something normal that that you think is weird. I don't know. Something people consider normal that you think is weird. I feel like I think a lot of things are weird, but but right now I can't think of them. What's something, no. What's a completely normal thing that you think is weird? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Some of the things like I feel like I shouldn't say. Do you have, I tried, you tried the berry chicken nuggets from Costco? Oh my god. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, on the last live, we were talking about the berry chicken nuggets from Costco and how they taste exactly from Chick-fil-A. Like, they taste exactly like Chick-fil-A's nuggets, not just like one of those people who's like, oh my god, this tastes exactly the same, and it actually tastes like trash. The berry chicken nuggets at Costco taste the same. Don't get the generic brand at Costco, Kirkland, because they started like making their nuggets like really cheap and like they're like fatty and weird and the flavor's off. Get the berry chicken nuggets from Costco, and they're like really healthy. Like when I was like eating extremely healthy as a student athlete, instead of like snacking on like chips and stuff, I would like eat bear nuggets in place of chips because they have that like salt in them, and that was like really, yeah, that was like really, that would work out for me. I don't have a superpower. Well, yeah, I don't think any of us have superpowers. I don't think I would want to fly because I'm afraid of heights. But the question is, what's a completely normal thing that you think is weird? And I think everything is weird, but for some reason I like can't come up with a single thing. Like, I hate how society just like accepts like society the way it is. Like, you look at other countries and they're like doing so much better. But for some reason yeah, I either can't come up with one or I like don't want to share. But Lay's chips have sea salt in them. Yeah, but eating like bear chicken nuggets are better than eating like chips. Like when I was a student athlete, I was like I was eating healthy, and a part of eating healthy was like fulfilling like a craving by eating like the chicken nuggets instead of chips, because like I had abs. I had abs in college. Like I had a defined six-pack. Now I have one ab. So, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, my next question is, what's an opinion you had 5 years ago that you completely changed? What's an opinion you had 5 years ago that you completely changed? Like, did you like enlighten yourself, or did you like, what did you think of? I don't know. What's something like a strong opinion you had 5 years ago that you're like, I don't believe that anymore. $1,500 Midtown Apartments in Atlanta, Capital Gateway Apartments downtown in Atlanta, 2-bedroom, $1,500. Honestly, Atlanta could have apartments for like $2 and I still wouldn't move to Atlanta. Atlanta has too much going on. Like, I hear too much about Atlanta. I would not use my free will to go down there. It's strange to me when people pay $5,000 in rent. That's a good one. That's a good one. Brand new. Oh yeah, like when people wear like brand name stuff, I'm like, okay. Like, or like they like pay a lot of money for the logos. I'm like, that's tacky. Yeah, when people pay $5,000 for rent, like, I mean, I know you have to have like, especially these days, probably over $150,000 for like a down payment on a house. So, I know that people can't like buy houses really right now. But can I guess your height? Sure. Guess my height. I used to think marriage was okay, but now it's a big scam. That's a very interesting, I see a lot of those videos like on like my Instagram, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about that. Like, that's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's a good comment. Thanks for sharing that. What's an opinion you had 5 years ago that completely changed? But honestly, for the person who said that, I actually hope you're doing okay. Actually, I hope you're doing amazing. So, yeah. But yes, you can guess my height. Also, as for paying $5,000 in rent, I am like, like, you know, like people when they like post their like gorgeous view. Sometimes, usually it's like a New York apartment view. Like, I don't know if you can see like my like look, wow, the view. But like people post like this like gorgeous view from their New York apartment, or even like Chicago, or like somewhere downtown. Your smile is breathtaking. Thank you. That's very sweet. Or even somewhere like downtown, and it's just like, and they're like in a high rise, and it's just like, that looks so nice, and I'm sure they paid more than $5,000 for that. And it looks like they're living the life, but at the same time, paying $5,000 for rent feels like a bit of a waste of money. But in California, you now have to make like, I'd say, okay, for a $3,000 a month, a month apartment, you have to make $120,000 a year. And a $3,000 one bed, one bath in California is not gonna get you a very nice place. I'd say nowadays you have to pay at least, at a bare minimum, like 35 to 3,800, and you're gonna be on the first floor. For a decent area in California, you're gonna have to pay like probably, and like a second floor place, you're probably gonna have to pay like around $4,000. I'm not sure if that's like, is that like $80,000 a year? That sounds like too much. Maybe it's 150, 160,000. But you know, like you have to make like, well, like six figures just to rent a one bed, one bath. What the hell? Da 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 da. I used to be opposed to transactional relationships. Now I think they're pretty practical. That's an interesting comment. Do you elaborate on that? She is 5 feet 7 inches. No, I'm not 5'7". Flying. That's a superpower that you would want. Shacking up, rowing, the marriage, teleporting. Something, something you have to walk through darkness long enough to learn how to create light. So keep your journey always. Oh my gosh, from Nepal. I love when people come in my lives and they're like, hey, I'm from this country. Like somebody yesterday was like, hey, I'm from Greece. Hey, I'm from Russia. Hey, I'm from South Africa. And I always ask, what is it like there? Like, what's the culture like there? And do you like living there? Because I'm always so curious. I want nothing more than to travel. Like, I really, really, really want to travel, like, especially with my sister, but like, you know, like just like my family as well. And, so when people like mention that they're from like different countries, I'm like, tell me everything, please. So yeah. Okay, let's see. What's an opinion you had 5 years ago that completely changed? That's the question right now. And then shortly we'll move on to the next question. But right now it's, a superpower if you want to answer that question. But what's an opinion you had 5 years ago that has completely changed as you've grown and gotten older? I don't know if you've like enlightened yourself somehow. But yeah. And then I'm going to move on, skedaddle on to the next question. I actually like the ones from the other life a little bit better. We have one culture is to respect. Okay. Ooh, what do you need to let go of? What are you afraid to admit? What are you proud of yourself for that you don't talk about a lot? Oh, those are good ones. Let's see. What's something everyone pretends to like? Is being busy actually a status symbol? Oh, so you think, okay, so you think like transactional relationships are worth it now. Is that what you're saying? Okay, we already went over that one. I'm gonna ask it again though, because everyone liked this question last time. What's the most overrated city in America? What's the most overrated city in America? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever been to like a new city and I was like, this is overrated and boring. But what's an overrated city in America? Last time people were saying like a lot of cities in New York, like Manhattan. Atlanta, somewhere in North Carolina, some city in North Carolina, Los Angeles. Close second is New York. What's first? What's the first most overrated city in America? I don't know, because I feel like I've been to all like no, I haven't. I haven't been to New York, and I want to go to New York so badly. The White House. Last time, one of the best compliments I've ever got was that somebody said I reminded them somehow of Michelle Obama, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is like the best compliment ever. First is Los Angeles. I would agree, because like Los Angeles, like I mean, they have the Santa Monica Pier, they have like the giant beaches and stuff, so it's definitely like a really cool city. But it's like the crowds and everybody like moving there, like being so desperate to move there, like low key make it kind of like, okay, it is actually starting to feel overrated. So yeah, I would agree with Los Angeles, and I've been to Los Angeles many times. So yeah. How about, oh, Miami? Nobody said Miami last time. Nobody says Miami. Are you from Miami? And why do you think Miami is overrated? Um, why do you think Miami is overrated? That's interesting, because I like totally forgot. I think I've been to Jacksonville, Florida, so I have been to Florida before, but no, I have been to Miami. I've been to Miami, but it was just like for a single night, and it was to go somewhere else, so I didn't actually like explore Miami or anything like that. Chicago. Oh, I have been to Chicago. I went to Chicago for a conference, like right after I graduated college last year, that my school paid for, which was like very nice, and it was like for networking opportunities and just like a career fair. And so, anyways, we got Dunkin' Donuts at like 4 a.m. And we were like, I thought I was so cool, because we were like 15 minutes away from O Block, and I thought I was just like so cool, and I wasn't, but I thought I was. Good morning. Is it morning where you're at? Are you in another country? Because usually people who are on like completely different time zones are like, yeah. Hello, hi. Welcome to the live, everybody. And good morning. If it is morning for you, then good morning. The question that we're talking about is, what's the most overrated city in America? I feel like I should change the sticker, but I don't want to be like messing with the phone right now. What's up? Most overrated city in America. So far we have Los Angeles, because it's super busy, super the traffic, it's packed, it's expensive. Oh my God. Going back to the last question, I just thought of something. What's something everyone thinks is normal, but I don't? Air One. If you shop at Air One, I'm just gonna assume you're an idiot. Like, why would you ever pay like $20-$30 for like a pound of strawberries? No other reason than to show off. There's no reason to shop at Air One. They sell the same groceries that every other grocery store does. If you shop at Air One, you're just performative. You're the definition of performative. Chicago is overrated. Okay, I think you're the second person to say that. Why do you think Chicago is overrated? I went to Chicago, and we didn't walk like downtown that much, because we were in like a conference center most of the time. But and then we walked to like a Dunkin' Donuts, and that's like about all of Chicago I saw. Other than the Uber, which was so nice of them, because they also gave us an Uber voucher. But other than the Uber, other than the Uber ride, and then like walking around downtown just a little bit, mainly just to go to Starbucks. So why do you think Chicago is overrated? All of Europe is overrated. That is a crazy comment. Why do you think all of Europe is overrated? I've heard nothing but I know every continent and country has their problems, some a lot more than others. But why do you think Europe is overrated? Because I'm definitely going to visit Europe before I turn I have to go before I turn 24, 25. You didn't try the deep dish pizza? I did try the deep dish pizza. We went to there's a famous restaurant that has the deep dish pizza, and I think there's vanilla ice cream after. That was where we met Cal alumni, and we got deep dish pizza, and it was good up until the dough tasted it was good. It was really good, but I feel like I remember the dough tasting a little bit raw at some point. I don't know, but I would say until that point it was actually good. But what is that? Do you remember what that place is actually called that serves the deep dish pizza? I think shopping at Walmart is overrated. Why do you think shopping at Walmart is overrated? I mean, I don't like shopping at Walmart. I used to go to Walmart. Like, me and my sister would, like, go to get groceries, and that was, like, kind of our thing. But now I don't like going to Walmart. It's like, are you saying expensive, moldy, junky, nothing new about Walmart? Oh, no, that's another person. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Europe? Walmart, like, I just don't like the vibes in Walmart, so I just go to the grocery store. And also, it's like, if you're trying to save money, you're not really, because Walmart, like, everybody's really expensive now. So, Walmart's like they act like they're a discount store, and like, you know, you know, they're not a discount store. They used to be, but they're not, but they still like market themselves as a discount store. I think the beach is nice, but living on it is overrated. I completely agree with that. I completely agree. Living on the beach is overrated. Because my dad, he said when he was a kid, he used to live on the beach. That's back in the day when living on the beach was actually cheaper than living in like a suburban neighborhood, which I think is so interesting because I've never known a time where living on the beach was cheap. But back in the day, living on the beach was cheap. So he used to live on the beach for like, like when he was a kid, for like a really good price. Not active super chat. My princess. I'm sure you guys are all princesses. Okay. What's the most overrated city in America? So we have Los Angeles. We have a lot of Los Angeles comments, and a lot of people saying Chicago. I think that's pretty interesting. Nobody said New York yet. I think that's pretty interesting because everyone was like, New York, New York, New York. Everybody was all over New York. There's a lot of trolls in the chat tonight. Yes, that's okay. You're right about that. Walmart isn't cheap like they market themselves to be. Yeah, like what happened to Walmart prices? Like you're still Walmart, but like, and they market themselves as like affordable. So, but they are no longer affordable. So, yeah. Oh, you said New York. Okay, and why did you say New York? Because people had like a lot of different responses. Like all the people who said New York said like a lot of different things. So why do you say New York is overrated? USA is great. Russian future is great. Okay. LOL, I live in New York City, so I'm not gonna say it's overrated. What is it like living in New York City? Because every single video that I see on social media, everyone is like romanticizing yeah, I would say romanticizing New York, and yeah, and then like everybody was like hating on it in the live. So like, what is it like? What is it actually like to live in New York? I'm so curious. I want to go to, just like everybody else, I want to go to Times Square. I want to walk around New York City. I want to like get the vibes and the culture, but I don't think I'd actually ever want to live in New York. I don't know. It's full of rats. Okay. LOL, exactly that. Love and hate. Are you talking about New York? I don't know. Does anybody else want to visit New York, or am I the only one? No, I'm not the only one. Everybody wants to visit New York, or everybody wants to like go to New York, especially people my age. They want to go to like grad school at NYU, which seems really cool. I personally would not want to go to grad school. I already graduated college and like, yeah. Da 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 da. Okay. Excuse me. Overrated because it's too expensive. I have a friend who lives there and she makes 120K a year with 2 kids and barely makes it. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. 120K a year is like, that's not very much money these days. Like in New York, California, if you're not making over 200K like per person, I mean, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but if you're like say you're like a single family, like you're a 2-parent household, I think you would have to be making around like 300K to be like really comfortable. LOL 120K. 120K is good for a single person. I know if I made 120K, I would be like, like we would probably be like, okay, we would first be investing. First, we would use that part of the money to invest. Secondly, we might be at the mall right now if I was making 120K a year, to be honest. Costco's Nuggets again? What do you mean Costco's Nuggets again? You missed the conversation about Costco's Nuggets. We were saying the Bear Nuggets taste exactly like Chick-fil-A and how good they were. Just like every major city and surrounding area, there are things you love and there are things you hate. Yes, absolutely. What do I invest in? I use Vanguard to invest. I actually bought 3 shares of Kava stock, and that wasn't really a good investment. I think I bought them. I don't know if I can like say this, so I'm gonna stop. But Kava, to answer your question, and it was not a good investment. But I used the platform Vanguard. It depends on where you live. Also, 120K in LA, New York, or San Francisco. Yeah, no, I agree. 120K in Los Angeles. Like, you have to, like, if you make 120K, then you're eligible for an apartment that costs $3,000. $3,000 apartments in Los Angeles, New York, or San Francisco, like that doesn't really exist, honestly. Those don't really exist. Um, da, 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 Integral Property Management Group, Atlanta, and Invitation Homes. What do you mean by that? Most overrated. Yeah, this was like a really fun question. I like talking about this question. And then I'll probably do maybe 1, maybe 2 more questions, unless people have more to say about their. I didn't even answer the question because I don't know. I've never been to a city that I think is like overrated. What is this about? We're talking about the most overrated cities in America. So, yeah, and people, okay, so far we've had Los Angeles, New York is a state, but we've had New York, we've had Chicago. I've been to Chicago, and I wasn't impressed, but I didn't see very much of Chicago anyway. Somebody, like yesterday, I think, said, like, somewhere in North Carolina. So, yeah, if you want to share what you think is the most overrated city in America, go ahead. I've been to San Francisco. I actually like San Francisco a lot. I like downtown San Francisco. I think it's cool. I think the BART and the trolley are pretty cool. So yeah. When I was like in school, yeah. So, although I would love, like, I have to go to work tomorrow. And I would love to honestly, like, just jump on the subway instead of, like, driving in traffic for freaking ever. Have you been to DC? No, I have not been to DC. Should I go to DC? Should I? I know, like, the only place, like, in the United States that I actually want to go is New York. But like I said, I want to travel to all those countries. I want to go, like, I have to go horseback riding in a foreign country. That's just something I have to do. One thing I will not do, though, I don't know if there's any, like, crazy, like, psychopaths in this life, but, what is it called? Bungee jumping, like, out of an airplane. Is that what it's called? The bungee jumping out of an airplane. You could not pay me. You could offer me right now like $50 million and I would say no. I think I'd like give myself a heart attack in the air. You don't want to be on the subway with those weirdos? I don't know. Like, if you guys have ever been to Northern California and been like in San Francisco and got on the BART, I remember one time, actually multiple times I was on the BART, somebody like, the police were called. I remember one time there was like a literal fight, like, and they were like, I was like genuinely scared. I was so scared. A second time, a guy standing across me literally had like a knife in his hand and he was like, and I was just like, oh, like I'm gonna go ahead and avoid eye contact at all costs. Everything, the BART was just so strange and dirty. People had no clothes on. Great experience, very great. What else do we have? You don't want to be on the subway with those weirdos. I don't know. I feel like I've been like prepared by the BART if you guys like, I'm surprised more people don't talk about how like insane the BART is. Probably because it's just in like Northern California, so it's not as like big as like maybe a New York subway. All of that stuff, old place. Atlanta is everything new, except West Atlanta. So are you saying you like Atlanta or it's overrated? Ba-da-da. Oh Jesus, Oakland. Oh my God, don't get me started on Oakland. If you don't ever go to Oakland, California. Oakland, there's not one good place in Oakland. I hate Oakland. Like every time I had to cross through Oakland, I was in and out. Oakland, nothing good ever comes out of Oakland, California. Da-da-da-da. I bet you're a naturally shy person. I don't know. Are you guys shy people or are you guys outgoing? I feel like the people in this live, I don't know. Would I get like an overall vibe of people in this live? Would I say you guys are like outgoing or like shy in general? Like my audience? I don't know. The Golden State Warriors, you think the Golden State Warriors are overrated? I'm from the South, but I love Oakland. Why do you love Oakland? Because Oakland scares me so bad. Like every time I was in Oakland, okay, of course I never went to Oakland like alone, of course, but like every time I was in Oakland and I was out Oakland as fast as possible. What's your sign? Guess. What sign do you think I am? I'll give you a hint. I feel like I looked up the characteristics for my sign. Everyone is bold on the internet. That's a good point. Your family lives out there. So yeah, I looked up the characteristics for my zodiac sign, and yeah, I feel like I like my personality doesn't match any of the characteristics. So, are you an Aquarius? No, I'm not an Aquarius. Are you an Aquarius? Are you an Aquarius? What is Aquarius? Is that like January or February? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the zodiac signs. I'm not like, yeah, I'm not on board with that. I'm sorry. I'm like a little bit out. Water sign. No, I don't believe I'm a water sign. Actually, I think I can say with confidence. Oh, Capricorn is January. Oh, you're an Aquarius? So what month were you born in then? What month were you born if you're an Aquarius? Because again, we were going over zodiac signs in like another live, but I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Ooh. Da-da-da-da. Also, like, I really want to get like a third ear piercing. I think me and my sister are going to go. So I'm like really excited for that. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like, my apartment, it just gets like really hot in here because it's Texas. So yeah. Aquarius is late January to February or something like that. Oh, okay. Okay. So my zodiac sign is not an Aquarius. We'll have to pick that conversation up next time because I'm going to go ahead and jump off and go to sleep. I'm exhausted. And I'm sure you guys are tired too. It's a Monday. So, I go live every single day. So I'll be back on live tomorrow evening as well. And, I go live, sometimes twice a day on Saturday. Actually, no, I go live every single day and I don't miss a beat. I'm not like that. So, you all have an amazing night and I will see you tomorrow.